I think of the government. If the government ran this, though, I think of the people that say, I don't want bigger government. I want smaller. Government needs to stay out of my life.
Yeah.
And this is just another thing that they're going to screw up. Right? What do you tell those people that are thinking that?
So they might not be wrong. No, but I mean, in general, make this private, make this part of the government, whatever. The government already collects money and they misallocate resources and they can't actually pinpoint where your money's actually being spent for the most part. But if somebody just said, hey, man, we're going to collect your money as is right now, but instead of spending it on these various programs, we're just going to funnel it into this one. And if people don't get online and learn, then the money's not used, and we might give it back to you guys. But if people are using it, then it's just in my best interest for my neighbor to be smarter.
Right.
And if I can do that, by all means, and we're already spending like trillions just on like stimulus. We hear about this bridge to nowhere. There's pork barrel spending. There's all this government money. And literally they're printing it in thin air right now. The best way to allocate the resources is give it to the people if they earn it. That's awesome because I don't want to give people like handouts. It's not good for society, I think, in the long run. But
think about what that does for welfare.
Absolutely.
So how much are we spending on the welfare programs?
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, how successful is welfare?
Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Right.
Now we're going to do a political whole deal, but I agree. Look, I would rather pay through education.
Yeah.
Right.
I would absolutely, because now you've been empowered through education and you've been incentivized.
You're not just being handed something. You're quote unquote earning it by doing the work.
You will be able to buy better products and better services and have a better quality of life if your fellow citizens are educated. Absolutely. That's true from the dawn of time. And people back in the day didn't used to read, so they had to go to the priest to interpret the holy books. And then Gutenberg invented the press, and all of a sudden knowledge expands, and everybody's getting more educated until we get to the internet, to where now everybody can educate themselves. And now we're at a point to where you can put all that online, and we can increase the likelihood that our fellow citizens get the resources they need. Because right now with AI and all these jobs getting consolidated, and most of them being shipped overseas, they're kind of left in the past if they don't get retrained.
Right.
And I don't trust the government to set up a big old retraining program and do it. I'd rather people go online, take the things they're interested in, become the best expert in that, and then get rewarded as they get on it instead of forcing them to learn this subject that we must do.
Do you think this is a motivation that look, government's not going to buy into, presumably they're not going to buy into this. Look, so does it take those Elon Musks of the world, or those Bill Gates of the world, or does it take them to be motivated in this process to push this forward?
Well, they got to write the check. So
someone's going to have to write the check.
Well, that guy Chamath, though, he got me. He's like, man, I can raise $1 trillion. I got the money. I can go to the bond market and get trillions of dollars worth of like energy bonds. There's literally not enough people that are skilled to enact it. And I just start thinking about all the things in our everyday life. And I see it like throughout the whole, like you look at a population through statistics, and it's just like, man, if everybody were to just get an upgrade and be educated, then we'd all treat each other more civilly. We'd all have less desperation because education breeds hope. It gives you equal opportunity if you're educated. And what scares me now more than everything is like, if you don't do this,
right,
then you just have a society that tears at itself, and they don't see how we can all get along. And this literally is a system that helps me benefit you, help me. You know what I mean? That's a win-win, baby. If I can help you help me, that's amazing. And what I say, one last thing on this, though, of like, I see like social media and everything like tearing populations apart, because the way those algorithms work is they literally just support what you already think back at you. And there's no control check. Everybody is like getting their own echo chamber forced back to them. So everybody's thinking they're getting smarter and they're just having their opinion put back at them, but there's no way to validate it so we're all on the same page.